So how do you set goals to achieve personal leadership? Number one, take some time to clearly define what you want and if you can pursue it realistically. Find out, you need to have clarity of purpose. Clarity of purpose. What do I want to be? Who do I want to become? And how realistic is it for me to become this person I want to become? Clarity of purpose. Let's go, number 2. Think about your long-term goals and your short-term goals. So you need to set both short-term goals and long-term goals. So let's see the difference between the two, please. Next slide, next slide. Now, okay, let me say. So short-term goals are things that you want to achieve in the immediate. For instance, I want to be an engineer. Now, I want to be an automobile engineer. But there's a mechanic workshop around me where I can just intern to have basic knowledge of automobile engineering. Hello? That does not earn you B.Eng. It does not earn you bachelor degree in engineering, but it gets you closer to being a certified engineer. That's short-term goal. But your long-term goal is to become a certified engineer. So now make your goals smart. We all know what smart goals are. How many of us do not know? Smart goals. You have to be specific. That is, be clear of what you want. State it. State what you want. State who you want to become. Then make it measurable. There should be a grade to it. So if you are creating your goals, make sure that it is relevant to time. It is relevant to the people. It is relevant to the people of that time. Hello?
Once again, thanks for awareness my name. So, in as much as self-awareness is very, very important as president, is it correct to say that beyond self-awareness, sometimes people's perspectives of us actually determines our reality?
Yeah, of course. Of course. When you find people who are true to you, who can tell you the truth, who can say the truth to you and to your face, their perspective of you is actually your reality. Sometimes. Okay, for instance, you may not know that you have certain abilities that you maybe once in a while you just exhibit it. So sometimes, even like I said it earlier, I said people might have certain perspective or impressions about you that you know, you are convinced because you have internal self-aware, you are externally self-aware. When they say such thing of you, you know you are not that person. Fine, go argue with them, find a way to correct that impression. Do you get that? But people's perspective of us sometimes becomes our reality.
So how can we find leadership? Leadership is about what? It's about influence. Everybody say influence. Everybody say influence. Everybody say influence.
Influence. Hello, are we here? Are you sure?
Yes. So there are three characters, or should I call it 3 objectives that come with that influence. The first one is what you call inspiration. Everybody say inspiration.
Inspiration.
Or what you call inspire. So they say about you that they inspire other people. So the ability to direct people towards a common goal is already in itself is inspiration. The second objective is what you call align. So put everybody on the same page. That's what they say leaders unify people, right? Unify people as a leader. That's one of the things you do. Align, unify. Are we together? Right? What's it? Align. Everybody say align. The third one is what you call action. Everybody say action. Everybody say action. Everybody say action. Action. don't forget those three objectives, right? So let's say this is team inspire, this is team align, this is team. What team is this? I can't get leadership like a youth. People should do like a youth. What's this? This is what? This is what?
Action.
People are not showing the action. But next slide. People like leaders who can provide goals and objectives. But as a leader, for you to be able to provide a goal, or to envision where you like Lagos to be in 20 years, you must have what they call vision. As a leader, you must know where you want. So if demand on my guy that wants to be, good guy, if he's the representative of this class, for example, he has a duty to have an idea of where he wants this class to be in 3 months, in 6 months, in 9 months. He must be leading you guys and saying, oh, this is where I want us to go. If he likes, he will lead you into the bush. But I'm sure if he's leading into the bush, you will not follow him, isn't it? But that's it. A leader must have what you call vision. That's an understanding of the direction. You must know, oh, this is where I want us to go. Are we together? Are we together? The next one is that a leader must be able to communicate clearly. We're going to talk about communication in the next presentation, but a leader must be able to communicate clearly. Everybody say clearly. Communicate clearly. It's not, you can't be ambiguous. Everybody say ambiguous. Ambiguous is when you are ambivalent, you are not clear. You have to be clear as a leader. We are going A, we are going B, no, we are going A, B, C. No. We are going A, we are going B, we are going C, because when you are not clear, you can confuse people. And I don't think the intention of any leader is to confuse people, isn't it? Right? So what's the first one we'll talk about? The second one? Yeah, vision, yeah. The third one is what? Communicate clearly, yeah, good. Number 4. Guess what? A leader cannot know it all. Everybody says you can't know it all. So a leader must have the flexibility to change opinion. You must be able to change your opinion. It's okay to reverse yourself. It's okay to reverse yourself as a leader. There's nothing wrong. I mean, you are not God. You can make mistakes. But as a leader, when you make mistakes, you acknowledge it, you take responsibility, and then you apologize. So a leader must have the flexibility to change opinion. Flexibility. And that's why they say you must be open to reason. Because there will always be facts. So you are somebody that even in the face of facts, you still not change your opinion about something. Then you have a problem. So what's the first one we talked about? Flexibility, right? Good. The 5th one is what you call being committed to the people's well-being. So you are most likely going to like somebody who comes to say, Johnny Bender, how are you today? Hope you're fine. How are you doing? So that's a leader. You must care for the people around you. You can't be like, you can't see them. So even if people are dying, you don't be like, oh, you don't say, no. That's not who a leader is, right? So you can call that empath. You ever say empath? What is that called? Let's see on to 1 to 5. What's the number 1? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, flexibility and empathy. Next.
and a few other people by the name Sheriff Adekoya. So for separation and identification's sake, I am called the Sheriff Adekoya, TSA. Do you understand? Okay, good afternoon. We want to talk about leadership, but we are not talking about leadership as a whole. We are talking about transformational leadership. We need one or two persons to help us. What is transformational leadership, or what is leadership?
Transformational leadership, literally as it's been stated, it's a form of leadership that you have a sense of transforming others or effecting a change in the community where you live others.
Transformational leadership, forget the adjective. Let us talk about leadership. A lot of us get the term leader or the process leadership. We get them wrong. We associate leadership with managerial responsibilities sometimes. But if you have seen or attended several seminars or read some books, you will see how it has been demystified that leadership is not all about position. How many of you have seen 360 Leadership? It's a book, there's a video about it. What about leading from behind? Is that John C. Maxwell? Okay, that's a good one. I'll give you a small gift before I go. Now let's go. Leadership is the art of giving people a platform for spreading ideas that work. That's Godin. This guy is a professor of marketing and one of my biggest mentors. I love him with a passion. He's a fantastic author, fantastic marketing guru. His name is Seth Godin. He's got a lot of books. But you know the beautiful thing about him? He doesn't like big books. Do you know why? You know him? Fantastic. Can you tell me one of his books? Finish what you start. Another one. Have you read The Deep? Yes. You read The Deep? The Deep is my best of his collections. Seth Godin is a fantastic leader and a fantastic author. He wrote in the book The Deep that, you know, there's this Yoruba adage, or there's an English adage that winners don't quit, quitters don't win. He cancelled it out and he said winners know when to quit. You don't get it. Winners know what? When to quit. You want to come to Ikeja and you live in a Ikorodu. You mistakenly found yourself in a bus and you said, conductor, once I get to Ikeja bus stop, let me know. Conductor has said, this bus is going to Ilorin and we are already at Shagam. What would you do? You will alight from that bus and join another bus. You now say, winners don't quit. I'll stay in this bus until we get to Ikeja. Before you open your eyes, you find yourself in Lokoja. Because you need to know if you're on the right path. Now, and that is one of the critical parts of a leader. A leader is not usually somebody who stands in the front. A leader is someone who gives you the platform. How many of us watch football? No, raise your hand now, don't be shy. How many of us watch football? How many of us love football? Okay, I was going to make an example of football before we leave this stage. There are a lot of footballers that are fantastic footballers. How many of you know the guy called Lionel Messi? Do you think Lionel Messi is a good leader? No, he's not. He's not the kind of leader we want to discuss. Lionel Messi is a warrior. A warrior will help you to deliver goodness. Most times warriors cannot reproduce themselves. Are you listening? You work in organizations where you see a boss. With him, you will deliver. You will meet your target. Everybody will smile. But once you take him out of the team, you will struggle. Are we connected? Whereas there are other leaders, they are there with you, you will achieve. If they leave, you will achieve. That's a leader. How many of you know the guy called Zinedine Zidane? You know him? Do you know the description about him? One of the biggest coaches in the world says, the moment Zinedine Zidane gets to the field, every other 9 footballers becomes better. Do you get that? They get better because he knows where to give you the ball so that you can do something great. He knows when to wait for you to get the ball back from you. Are we together? So that is the difference between a transformational leader and just any other leader. Some leaders are transactional. They will make you achieve stick and carrot or carrot and stick. You fail, you get strokes. You win this. A transformational leader does not do things that are outside your system. They work with your brain, your emotions, your mind. They make you better. Some of the biggest transformational leaders in the world, whoever existed, are the prophets. Because even when they leave, after their departure, you still practice what they preach. Are we together? Because they've been able to transform you from that person who does not believe to that person who believes. So you are not just acting because they are there. You are not acting because they promised you something. Now don't get it wrong. There is no style of leadership that is 100% isolated. There are elements of this in this and this in that. Are we connected? So a transformational leader, a leader that we need now in this age and time, is that leader that gives you platform to do what? To get better. Not a leader that tells you what to do. If you work in an organization, there are leaders who get the best out of people. Some of them are warriors. They are managerial warriors. It works with you at the end of this thing, and you guys will make 200 billion in a year. And it goes to the management. Myself and my team have done well. You want bonus of 2 billion, you want to go to Paris. You do that. The moment that guy leaves, you won't be able to replicate. You will struggle. Do you know what? He has only led you to the war. He has not taught you the art and the principle of that war. He has not allowed you to practice and fail while he is still there. I hope we are connected. So that is the difference between a leader and that person who gives you a platform. And that's one of the reasons and one of the problems we have in Africa. There's a Yoruba adage that says, a few of our things needs to be changed. Because when you do it before me and you make mistakes, then I can correct you and get better behind me. And that's exactly why the whole world has converged at transformational leadership. I will teach you a few other things outside that school. We'll just mention them. But not them. Go back and read more about them. Whatever challenge you have, you must be a leader to yourself. Dig deeper and you will scale them. Thank you for listening. My name is Jerry.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jerry Adekoya. People call me D. Jerry Adekoya for short, TSA. It's a beautiful afternoon again, being part of the second edition of Lagos State Transformational Leadership Training for the youth. It's been wonderful engaging with youth across the length and breadth of Lagos, all across the 3 Senatorial Districts. We've seen quite a number of very promising, vibrant, brilliant young girls and boys, teenagers and in their early 20s, engaging and showing readiness to take up leadership roles. And this wouldn't have been possible, all thanks to Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development under the auspices of Honorable Commissioner Olusegun Dawodu and several other of his colleagues, Mrs. Umar, the Assistant Director, and all of this would definitely go back to the Governor, His Excellency, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. I am proud to always be a volunteer facilitator, and I always like to be here. It's beautiful, and if you are not still part of it, find the link and join the youth movement. We can change. We can change Nigeria. We definitely can change Nigeria. A youth, a child, a soul, a teenager, one at a time. Thank you.
My name is Oluwaseun Moses. I've attended the 2-day Transformational Leadership Training organized by the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Sport. And this is a laudable one. And I've gained and learned a lot of things from this program. And I must say that this program is something that will help our community, help us to improve ourselves and also be self-aware that we can be a better person even as a youth. And I must appreciate the Commissioner of the Ministry of Youth and Sport for this event. Looking at it, if this program has been coming up some years back, probably a lot of uprising that we're having in Nigeria today might have not happened, like the case of EndSARS, because it's an eye-opening event for youth to get better and be a leader in their little space. And thank you, Lagos. God bless Lagos. Beka,
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Sally. Okay, this program has been ongoing since yesterday. The title of the program is Transformational Leadership Program, and this is the second edition. It started yesterday, 7th of February, and today, 8th of February. We're talking about who a leader is. Who is the leader? We're talking about being transformed. Who is a transformational leader? A transformational leader has to have integrity and co-vision. A leader has to have effective communication. You have to know how to communicate with your people, with the people you're leading, for you to be able to lead them well. An effective leader also have to have emotional strategy. You have to know how to bring your emotional intelligence into doing things. I want to thank all the facilitators who brought in all maximum effort to make this program a success. Because I as an individual, I have been transformed. I've learned a lot. Being a leader is not just being the title leader. You have to know your vision and know so many things about this leadership. I want to thank the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for this great opportunity. May the Lord bless you. Thank you.
My name is I've been opportune to attend this program tagged Transformational Leadership, which is an initiative of the Ministry of Youth and Social Development. It has been on for the past 2 days, and I can tell you that this program is worth attending. In this program, I've been able to acquire the various styles of leadership. I've been able to acquire what a transformational leader should have, the qualities, and how a leader should be able to carry out his duties and to be able to carry along his followers.
I'm from Ayobo precisely, and I'm really glad to be part of this training today. I really want to appreciate Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for bringing this up, and Honorable Commissioner Daudu for this, the youth, Ministry of Youth and Social Affairs and all. Man, I really appreciated this leadership training. Is really impactful, and it's really going to be helpful in my career and other endeavors. Thank you so much.
My name is Morakiyo Olaolushola, and I am a student. I have attended this 2 days training that has been facilitated by the Ministry of Youth and Social Development. I just want to say that this has been a great opportunity for me as a young person, where I've been able to learn other leadership skills that will further enhance me, contribute more to my immediate community. I just want to use this medium to appreciate the Lagos State Government, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for this wonderful opportunity that he has given to us through the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, and also the Commissioner for Youth, Honorable Daudu. I just want to say a very big thank you for uplifting and building our capacities as young people. Thank you so much. We hope to make you proud. Thank you.